2023 Softball Coaches Association of Indiana All-Star Games. Today you'll see the best players from 1A, 2A, 3A, and the 4A classes participate in this fun and prestigious event. Today's broadcast on IndianaSRN is brought to you by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Bertner Electric, serving greater Indianapolis and the surrounding counties. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation, we do it all. And Boilermakers Local 74, field construction and metal fabrication throughout Indiana. And IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, begin your journey today. This is Clark Chafin. We here in IndianaSRN have brought our own cast of All-Stars. As joining me is Chuck Levine, Kyle Roan, Jerry Collins, and batting cleanup, my broadcast partner, the coach, Keith Myers. Coach, let's first talk about these student athletes. What an honor it is to be selected to participate in today's event.
First of all, I've never batted fourth before, so I feel pretty good about that. You know, you talk to both coaches down, the dugouts were pretty quiet. They're getting to know each other. They've only met each other yesterday at 2:45, so they really haven't met each other the whole 24 hours yet. But both coaches are excited. Relaxed atmosphere. Everybody gets to play. Batting lineup is a little bit totally different than what we're used to, accustomed to a softball game, but a lot of fun. Great. We know it will go 7 innings. We know it won't go any more than 7 innings. It's really kind of cool how the Coaches Association has put this together to make it fun, but not to make it linger. And I think that's a key to be successful, because this is, I think, second or third year for that we've done this. And, man, the committee has done a great job of making us feel right at home again.
It's a special place for sure, and if we think about even how the event started last night, as you mentioned, Coach, these teams met up and had a little bit of a walkthrough and a practice, and was able to get some fundamental work in before they had some festivities last night with a banquet at Edgewood High School. Speaking of the format, we have 22 players from each squad, and as you mentioned, all the girls will bat, and they'll bat in numerical order of the number that they're wearing. We'll have a game one, and then a 30-minute kind of ceremony between the games, and then we'll proceed to game two. And during that intermission between games, we're honored to bring you the announcement of both Miss Softball and also Coach of the Year.
Yeah, you look at the parents or coaches or AD who is escorting these girls. I think it's pretty cool that both, not only softball does that, but also baseball. You'll see the baseball all-star game tomorrow on IndianaSRN. We travel from the southern part of the state to go up north to the northern part of the state to do both of those. Our hats off to our guys that take time out of their busy schedule to put us on the air. Jerry and the crew's been here a long time. I know they're going to leave here and probably be ready to go to Lafayette and be ready for us at noon tomorrow. So really hats off to those guys doing their hard work, because it is a very warm day. This is probably the warmest day that we've had in about 10.
It is, and it's only going to get hotter for sure. Let's take a look at the North All-Stars as they're being introduced down the third base line. They will be the the visiting team batting first in today's first matchup. Number 2, Abby Romanikowski. She is from New Prairie High School. She'll be attending Indiana State University. Number 3 is Char Lorenz. Lorenz is from Munster High School. Number 4, Emily Phillips. Emily Phillips played high school at Crown Point. Number 5 is Mia Rivera from Highland High School. Number 6 is Paley Kripe from Logansport. Number 7 from McCutcheon High School is Maggie Robbins. Number 8 is Kylie Dugan from Harrison High School in West Lafayette. Number 9 is Kinsey Mollenkoff from Caston High School. Number 10, Emma Goodman from Wanamac High School. Number 11, Desiree Hall from Couts High School. Desiree is going to play at North Central College. Number 12, Ellie Sauter. She's from Leo High School, and Coach Ben Chappell is one of the coaches. Number 13, Tyra Markham from Goshen High School. Number 14 was Leah May, another Leo High School representative. She'll be attending Indiana Wesleyan in the fall to continue her softball career. Number 15 is Haley Webb. Haley has played high school at Columbia City. Number 16 is Elliot Rawl from East Noble High School. Number 17, Gianna Camacho from Mishawaka High School. Number 18 is Kylie Hinton. Kylie played at Penn High School and won a state championship and was a participant on that team. And she is committed to play at Austin Peay. Number 19 is Lauren Duncan from North Miami High School. Wearing number 20 is Grace McLean. She's from Eastside High School and will continue her athletic career at Rock Valley College. Number 21, Macy Cohen, is from Eastern Greentown High School. Number 22, Daya Green, is from Madison Grant. And injured and unable to play today is number 23, Cammie Shoemaker. Shoemaker played at Kokomo High School. Coaching staffs for the North team is Derek Hicks from North Prairie, who was able to win a state championship over Tri-West. Pete Eckert from Huntington North, and Ben Chappell from Leo. That rounds out our North team, as the South participants are now being introduced as well. Let's take a look at the South All-Stars. They'll start this way. Number 2 is Keegan Rothrock. She is from Roncalli High School and will be attending Florida University.
And she will be an outstanding pitcher. I see maybe she will toe the rubber, at least maybe an inning. She'll be pretty impressive.
It'll be fun to watch her, and if you haven't seen Keegan perform, she is worth the watch and worth the time. Number 3, Sydney Peck from Zionsville High School. Number 4 is Alex Cooper from Mooresville High School, and Alex will play her college softball on this same field at Indiana University. Number 5 is Lila Blackwell in Roncalli High School, and she will go to Virginia Tech. Number 6 is Peyton Fox from Hamilton Southeastern. She'll be going to Ball State to play. Number 7, Morgan Cooksey. She'll go to Earlham College. Emma Williams from North Putnam High School. She'll be wearing number 8. Number 9 from Columbus North is Maddie Rutan. She'll be attending Eastern Kentucky University. Number 10, Kylie Edwards, will be going to Mississippi State. Kylie played at Shelbyville High School. Number 11, Aglaya Rudd from New Pal. She will go to Purdue Fort Wayne. Wearing number 12 is Sarah Rubel from Connorsville. Mackenzie Foster will wear number 16. She's going to Syracuse. Mackenzie from Columbus East High School. Number 14, Shelby Hill from Union County High School, will be going attending Thomas More. Number 15, McKenna Alexander from Frankton High School will go to Butler. Number 16, Anna Wagner from Bedford North Lawrence will go to Indiana State. Number 17, Brooklyn Ballas will go to Northern Kentucky. She's from Castle. Number 18, Kylie Franks from Floyd Central will go to Purdue. Number 19, Alexis Tucker from Gibson Southern High School. Number 20, Aaron Hank from North Posey will be going to Michigan. And number 21, Hadley Parisian will be going to Miami of Ohio. She played high school at North Davies. And number 22, Kylie Corder from Lagodi High School. There you have it for our participants. The coaching staff for the South team is Harley Senders from Avon, Ron McDonald from Columbus North, Gary Gentile from North Posey, and we're excited to bring you. We'll take a short break and come back and get ready for the first pitch here at IndianaSRN.
On a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
Welcome back to Andy Moore Field here on the campus of Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana. Clark Schaefer and the coach Keith Myers here to bring you the Softball Coaches Association of Indiana All-Star Game. Coach, with this format, as a coach, you got to feel comfortable in being able to get players in the game and get everyone some quality time.
One of the things I like about the format, if I was coaching this, everybody gets to play. So there's no rhyme or reason how you get kids on the diamond. You just get kids on the diamond. They get to bat. They get to play with their peers. There's no pressure. We kidded all the coaches that if they wanted to get tossed at the third inning, they could come in a nice, cool air conditioner booth. And a coach from the north seemed like he was going to take us up on it. So we'll see if we see him in the third. But first of all, the facility is amazing here. It's 190 down right, left, 220 deep center. But coming in, you graduated from here. Debbie graduated from here. This is new to me. I'm used to boiler country, but I got to admit, it's beautiful coming down State Road 69 now. It's beautiful as well. Didn't take us 4 hours to get here anymore. It takes you about an hour and 15 minutes to get here, which is a good thing.
Yeah, no stoplights in Martinsville, so it's an easier drive from Indianapolis, and certainly the administration and athletic department here at IU has done a nice job of really trying to compact all their athletic facilities into one area. Growing up in the county here in Monroe County, everything used to be spread out. Now the baseball field's adjacent to the softball fields across the street from the soccer facility and the swimming pool, so they got a lot of nice facilities all coming together so the students can come and cheer on all the teams.
And talking to the board of directors, when the softball coach came here in Indiana, they reached out to her and she goes, whatever you want. You want the All-Star game here? Okay. Do you want the state championship game here? All right. So she understands, and it helps because she's going to get to see one of her players play today. They also get to see this beautiful facility. And my hat's off. This is really, really kind of cool. I appreciate that we get to come and do these games because these ladies understand that they're going to be on TV. They knew right away when we walked in today. Hey, are we on TV today? Well, of course they are. Well, that's good for everybody.
It is, and as you mentioned with the ties to the coaching staff from Indiana University, what a great way to build relationships and build those foundations with high school programs and getting their face involved in those high schools and getting a chance to be in front of these student athletes to show what, their interest in investment into the program. So the South team is taking the field, and it looks like Keegan Rothbrock is going to be in the circle. Keith, it's going to be a treat to watch her. She has been a National Gatorade Player of the Year multiple years, and will definitely be a pleasure to watch her toe the slab and the circle for the last time here in the state of Indiana from a high school standpoint.
Kind of funny that the umpires are looking for the game balls. Who has the game balls? Well, I thought you had the game balls. No, I thought you had the game balls. So we're waiting for the official game ball to come out on the diamond.
And again, the batting order will be from the numerical order of the players, so it's going to be unique to them as well. And it's an all-star game, so I think a mentality of an athlete is you're going up against everybody's best, whether it's pitching or hitting. So you got to like that. You get a sense of kind of a travel ball atmosphere in terms of maybe kind of the best of the best with your opponents in today's matchup.
What I find very interesting is you look at the rosters and you go, wow, this team has X amount of players going to D1. This team has 4 or 5 players that, when you talk to Coach Roth, Lack from Roncalli, goes, this game is so competitive that it doesn't matter. These kids, the juices will flow, and it will be a great, great game to watch them play.
It will be very it's going to be an entertaining game, and like we said, all the players are going to be able to play and get their opportunity to shine. From a coaching standpoint, you also got to think that these are the best players. A lot of them are probably going to be playing different positions than they have during the regular season and growing up.
And we mentioned that. Remember, I talked to them. They all knew where position 6 were, all 22 of them.
That's right.
But they didn't know where position 5 was or where position 4 was. So that tells you right away that they're in familiar, not familiar grounds, but kind of cool. Hey, we have this time. We want to congratulate the 4 state champions in softball this year. What great state championships we had. 1A was Tecumseh, and 2A was North Posey. 3A was New Prairie, and in 4A, a great ball game, 2-1 ball game, Penn. Congratulations to those state champions and the runners-up as well. As last time we're going to see softball in 2023, I do believe.
It is. It's crazy how fast the year's gone, and I know here at IndianaSRN have already prepping for our fall schedule.
Oh, we are
getting ready to go.
Have you seen our schedule yet?
I haven't yet, but I can't wait. I know it's going to be a lot of fun.
No Friday nights off.
No Friday nights off.
I just want to give you a heads up.
Well, we're ready to start some softball. Abby Robankowski is into the batter's box, and here we go. Rothrock immediately starts her off with a fastball and jumps ahead 1-0 in the count. I'm curious as to how many of these girls, if they've played each other, we were talking about North and South, so probably not a whole lot of games against each other during a regular high school softball season, maybe in some postseason tournaments. But I'm curious how many times they see each other with travel ball.
Yeah, we talked about that with the coaches, and they said, we don't worry about that during the season, but during off season, well, that's a fastball. It's pretty impressive.
I talked to a friend of ours that played against Keegan Rothrock this season, and she said, boy, the ball just moves all the time, and she gets a strikeout there on 4 pitches, and they'll go around the infield. We'll bring up number 3, Charla Rins. Char's only going to play in this first game, so she'll get an opportunity to come to bat.
Munster, Indiana. Coach Prezes, her head coach, Jill.
Rothrock with the delivery. A little
Well,
high on the rise ball, but you can hear that pop in the mitt, can't you?
Yeah. I noticed Jerry was backing up every single time that ball was coming.
Well, it might give that umpire a little air conditioning, a little breeze back there, cool him down a little bit as she keeps throwing those heaters. A little off-speed pitch up in the zone for a strike, 1-1. Just underway, the top of the first inning. North All-Stars at the bat. They'll be in the blue jerseys, obviously the South in the red. Rothrock delivers. Same location. Now she's up 1-2.
How would you like to just get the ball and say, just throw what you throw? We're not calling anything for you. You just throw what you want to throw.
Or imagine being Coach Lauk and having her for 4 years and just.
She holds a lot of records at Roncalli High School.
Same location, pinpoint accuracy. Rothrock earns her second K. Now from Crown Point High School, number 4, Emily Phillips will have an opportunity. Rothrock delivers, and swing and a miss, strike 1. No scouting reports here on where to pitch these players, high or low. You're just going to go out there and
throw the heat.
Throw the heat. Fouled back, got a piece of that fastball, and then Rothrock ahead 0-2.
Our 2 umpires also were selected to do this game. Congratulations to them. This is a big deal.
It is a big deal. It is. Mike Morrell is one of those, and the inside just missed off the corner. 1-2. Some of the crowd thought that was.
You heard the O's.
Pretty good pitch. Delivers. Another foul ball. I was ready for that. I was ready for that one. Couple of timed swings here, fouled back. So Emily Phillips trying to get that timing down. Maybe if Rothrock notices that, maybe she'll put a little movement on this pitch. And just missing low and away. Both the 2 balls that she's thrown in this at bat have been pretty hard to let go.
Inches.
Here's a delivery. Another foul ball.
That's right back here. Well, that would have landed in David Lauch's lap.
He had a notion.
Yeah, he did.
He had his hands out. Had a little protection. Didn't have his mitt on. 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And it was caught. So that'll do it for the top of the first. When we come back, it's the South Side to get a chance. We're at the Softball Coaches Association of Indiana All-Star Game on IndianaSRN.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Back at Andy Moore Field on the campus of Indiana University. It's the Softball Coaches Association of Indiana All-Star Game featuring student athletes from the 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A level from across the state.
During, warm-ups or during infield, you would see the relaxed throw from the third baseman. No, this thing is a bullet. I don't know if we got a shot at this, but, she's hard on this. She's just throwing.
It's game speed. It is game speed.
Sorry, Coach. I left my B game at home. I got my A game.
We are bringing it.
How about all this crowd? This thing seats, I think, about 500, and it's full everywhere.
Man, you're even starting to get people out in the outfield.
I like the young lady that's sitting on the dugout. Mm-hmm. I don't know if someone's visiting. Nope. Chuck's all by himself over the first base side.
Well, the North All-Stars are out in the field. They're going to be led by Ellie Souter, who's going to be in the circle, and leading off for the South, number 2, Keithan Rothrock. Lined up back to the middle, and fielding a position nicely is Souter for the 1-3 putout and 1 away. Nice job getting that fielding position from Souter. Rothrock, although she's known for pitching, she hit a game-tying home run in that Roncalli State Championship match. Sydney Peck from Zionsville now at the plate. First left-handed hitter we've seen. Always thought it'd be tough to be a slap hitter from the left-hand side. I don't know if we'll see any of that today, but running in the batter's box to try to slap that ball the opposite way. Kind of a swinging bunt. Probably not in an all-star game. That's like taking a charge in an all-star basketball. I don't know who would do that.
I don't think he plays small ball. I was thinking about that on the way here. How would I play as I coach? Do you coach to win, or do you? And then it dawned on me, yeah, you coached a win.
Coached a win. 1-1 count on Peck. And a warm day, getting all these girls to, I think of catching equipment, being hot back there behind the plate. 3-1 count.
If that is not our helicopter that you hear in the background. That's the air conditioner unit working very hard right by our crowd mic.
Really working. It's a ground ball through the hole on the right side. Peck has a single, first hit of the game.
Just behind us, they're also playing baseball.
Yeah, a little travel baseball. I noticed the connection with Indiana was the Indiana Bulls. So maybe they're talking to some staff members here within the university. They rent these facilities out a lot of time. And Alex Cooper, who's going to be attending Indiana University from Mooresville High School, enters the batter's box and takes strike one from Souter. Bottom of the first inning. Grass field, that clay infield. Off-speed pitch up and away.
The outfield has a little bit of sand background on it as well, so it will drain during a heavy rainstorm, which don't think we're going to see rain today.
Not today. A little worried about the broadcast tomorrow, but. And up and away. It's 2 balls and a strike to Cooper. Going to, like we said, play here at Indiana University. Souter's delivery, fouled down the line. Really got her hands out in front of that. Trying to drive that down the line for extra bases. Evens the count at 2-2. I mentioned our state tournaments. Tecumseh won 6-0 on Saturday in the 1A tournament over Caston. Swing and a miss, and it's caught. Strike 3. And there's 1 out. 2 outs, rather. And Lila Blackwell from Roncalli, another Roncalli Royal to the plate. She will be attending Virginia Tech. Shows bunt, takes the ball high.
I wonder if they're on their own doing that.
I would think so.
Yeah. I mean, you get a all-star team, you do what you want. Late innings, though, I guarantee you both of these coaches will do something to try to win this ball game.
The bunt attempt there is fouled back. So even the count now at 1-1. Our third consecutive left-hand hitter. Notice she scooted up in the box here a little bit.
Did.
Pulls the bat away. Char Lorenz, Abby Robinkowski, who's on third, really charging hard on that movement from the bunt. Let's see, now she moved back a little bit farther in the box. Let's see if she's going to swing away here. Shows bunt.
Oh.
Got it on the lower part of the zone, and
she was like halfway to the pitcher's rubber before he called out a strike.
2-2. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Peck on first. Souter looks at the sign and delivers. Outside. That's got to be, and I'm sure these girls are used to it, but as a pitcher, don't you think? And maybe that's part of the strategy as a hitter to get that movement, to get that focus off of that catcher's mitt from the pitching. 3-2, slap up the middle, and it goes through. Peck takes a turn, and she'll stay. So a single by Blackwell gives 2 on with 2 out. And Peyton Fox, the Ball State recruit from Hamilton Southeastern, comes to the plate.
Saw Coach taking money at the gate today. Part of the committee here at the Softball Coaches Association.
Coach David Cook.
Good man.
Fox, it's off the end of the bat, a little squibbler. The plays to first, and a nice stretch by Tyra Markham, and that'll do it for the first inning. We'll come back with inning 2 on Indiana SRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Top of the second inning, and the new pitcher for the South All-Stars is Morgan Cooksey from Seeger.
Seeger, Indiana. It's right by the good old steakhouse.
Delicious food there.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah, Seeger High School. She's going to be attending Earlham College, so we'll get to see her and some of the HCAC action.
Yeah, we are the home of the HCAC with the HCAC.TV. Indiana SRN has expanded our schedule with football and with Franklin College and Rose Home and all that HCA network for football. Looking forward to that. This is going to be a great year. No Saturdays all the way, by the way.
No Saturdays off either.
No.
As Cooksey will be in the circle and batting first now for the North All-Stars as Mia Rivera from Highland.
It's a great part-time job if you're a teacher.
It is.
You get off at 3:30, you're in the booth by 5.
If only I knew someone.
Yeah. We are looking for some sponsors to help us with that. If you would like to do that, you can do coach at IndianaSRN.org or hit that donate button that's right in front of you.
A great place to be a part of a great team and organization here at Indiana SRN.
Central Indiana's sports leader. And now we can probably extend that since we're going to 4 other states.
That's right. The delivery by Cooksey.
Tough play.
And over the shortstop's head, which will fall. And Rivera gets a single. First hit for the North All-Stars. Just a little cue shot over the shortstop's head and falls harmlessly for a single. Paley Kripe from Logansport. There's a bunt up in the air, and it's going to be gathered in by Aglaya Rudd for the first out. So there's your answer, playing to win. We're trying to move that
We're going to move the
sacrifice
runner. Exactly
over.
Right.
Maggie Robbins from McCutcheon. Boy, McCutcheon's really had a nice program for girls athletics. You think of even the volleyball, the first Miss Volleyball from McCutcheon High School.
Not only McCutcheon, but that area, West Lafayette area, with Harrison dominating a little bit in baseball. Just has a hard time getting past that regional. But, man, Coach Jerry and his athletic staff has done a great job over at Harrison.
Pitch is low, 1-1. Yeah, I think of Chloe Chacoin, who's the first volleyball that we brought the All-Star game from Lawrence North High School this past fall, and McCutcheon High School product, and doing big things in the volleyball courts. The delivery fouled back by Robbins.
Want to say hello to Jason, Chad, Davenport, Zach, and the Lady Comets viewing in today.
Thanks for tuning in.
Breakfast on softball.
Here's the delivery. Off-speed pitch grounded to third. Play across the diamond. In the dirt, and the runner will advance. A little hit-and-run action as the player was on the move to second, so it took the force out away from second. And Robbins beats to the throw, so now you have runners on the corner.
He has no signs. He just now told Kylie, you're going to bunt the ball, Kylie.
Kylie Dugan to the plate from Harrison High School.
There's
She
the
bunts.
bunt. Suicide squeeze.
And
Safe.
sides in. How about Coach Hicks getting it done? And the suicide squeeze on the first pitch.
And you had extraction at second base, so if she wanted to go to third, she could go. But because she stopped, she has to land back to second base. But there you go. Out to win this thing.
Out to win. And players get people on the base pass. Coach is getting them moving. Here's a line shot up the middle. He's going to hold her at third, and they're going to leave the bases loaded with just one out. As Kinsey Melankoff singles up the middle.
Has somebody woke somebody up?
The only out recorded in this inning has been that sacrifice pop-up bunt. So we got bases loaded, one out, and Emma Goodman from Winnemac High School steps to the plate.
Nice shot by our camera crew. Good job, guys. Whoop.
Foul ball.
Now, see, if we're at home, that's an out. You catch it on the carom.
Catching it off the camera.
Yeah,
right.
Speed up the game, man. We don't want you to bat.
Goodman steps in, trying to drive in some more runs here for the North All-Stars. Cooksey settling in, 0-2, really needs to get it out here. And the strikeout, we're going to say a foul tip.
How hard is it to hit a round ball with a round bat?
It's not easy, and especially when it, coming at you 60-plus miles an hour. Another fouled ball. Goodman hanging in there.
When you have to make a decision in less 1.1 second, 2 seconds. That's why I struck out. That's why I didn't know why you batted me fourth today.
And that's why I play golf, because you just put it on a tee.
Well, you
and
can
sit
swing
steady.
and hack, and you
Yes.
still get to chase the ball.
The 0-2 delivery. Lost her release point there. Morgan Cooksey in the circle from Seeger Memorial High School. Looking to get it out here. 1-2 the count.
Patriots.
First play and decides to tag base, get the sure out. As scoring is Maggie Robbins. And give Goodman the RBI.
You know, the other thing you got to talk about is these girls were the elite of their teams, and then they're coming to a setting where they're all elite. Your personalities know that the dugouts seem to be a lot of fun down there.
Desiree Hall from Couts High School to the plate now with 2 outs and 2 on. Fouls one down the first base line.
Coach John Hall, coach there at Couts High School.
Swinging another foul ball. Cooksey 1 strike away from getting out of this top half of the second inning. Glad you could join us here at IndianaSRN.
See a lot of baseball hats, don't you?
You do.
I could collect them.
Cooksey rocks and fires and gets the strikeout. But not before the North get 2 runs across, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. Here comes the South to try to tie things up.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At one point in my life, alcohol ruled supreme. It was not impossible for me to wake up just as drunk as before I went to sleep, and I use the term go to sleep loosely. I think on most nights it wasn't falling asleep, it was just passing out. There was no way I was getting out of it with my own willpower, so I decided to give Wheeler a try. And since my graduation from Wheeler's program, alcohol has not had any kind of hold on me whatsoever.
Welcome back to the Softball Coaches Association of Indiana All-Star Game. Clark Chafin, the coach, Keith Myers, Chuck Levine, and Kyle Rohn, and Jerry Collins, our Indiana SR team, proud to bring you the action as we go to the bottom of the second inning. The North coach putting 2 runs across in the top of the second. The South here trying to provide an answer to that. Ellie Souter from Leo still remains in the circle. And Morgan Cooksey just pitched the top of the second, will be at the dish. And she takes low for ball 1. Souter working her second inning of action as that's fouled away. Those foul balls, I'm a little...
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting ready to catch it or move.
You're fine. I'll protect you.
I know you will. You have those soft hands.
Yeah. Something like that.
Souter winds and delivers. And strike. Swing and a miss. Count 1 and 2 for Cooksey. Beautiful day here in southern Indiana. Fans definitely need to have the 50 SPF. And the inside corner, strike 3. Souter gets the K. Her second of the day. And then to the plate is number 8, Emma Williams from North Putnam High School. The North Putnam Cougars.
Yeah, we're familiar with North Putnam.
She takes a ball low.
9 weeks from now, we'll be talking football. Do you realize that?
No, well, summer is just flying by.
Summer is no longer summer.
Swing and a miss, evens the count at 1 and 1. Williams looks to make some contact, get a runner on board as she takes high and tight. It's now 2 and 1. All blue bat, white batting gloves. It's a piece of that one.
And when we get on base, we'll have the oven mitt.
The oven mitt. Why do they have that?
The oven mitt is to protect your hand sliding into second base because you're sliding probably head first. Head first slide now is the most popular slide in the sport.
Williams taps the off-speed pitch foul.
Just to tell you how old I am, it was illegal to slide head first when I played Little League baseball.
Really? Now, I can remember that being a situation in a rule where you couldn't do it at home plate.
Now they do it at first base.
Yeah.
The Heartland Conference championship games that you could see on IndianaSRN on replay on our YouTube channel, you could see about 8 or 9 times a game.
Full count. Here's the delivery. Lined up the middle, and it's in the gap. Williams takes a turn. She's going to second base.
She's going to go third. Send her.
And a double by the North Putnam Cougar, Emma Williams.
Okay, here comes the shin guard. Here, Coach. Here's my shin guard. Here's my elbow guard. Here's my mouth guard.
Here's my helmet. No, we leave the helmet on.
Look at this. This had eyes right to the fence.
Well, when they throw it hard, and that ball can come off that bat with just as much velocity. Williams shoots it in the gap for a double. Maddie Rutan now from Columbus North, the Eastern Kentucky commit. She takes a ball high 2 hits now for the South team. McCann looks to drive in that runner in scoring position.
Just missed.
Good pitch, tough to take. Ellie Souder in the circle, delivers. Check swing, and Umpire says she went.
Yep. We got a congratulations that we got to give someone here shortly.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, you'll love it.
Here's off the end of the bat, slow roller through the middle.
Oh,
there's going to be Williams
offline.
goes around, and she will slide in safely. Meanwhile, Rutan takes third on the overthrow to home. And suddenly that lead is now cut in half.
Yes,
It's
sir.
2-1.
Here comes the oven mitt.
The oven mitt is applied.
Look at this. That throws a little off target, but yep. Oven mitt now is on. Amazing how many stuff the kids have.
To the plate is Kylie Edwards from Shelbyville.
Congratulations to our friend Ben Wood, who walked down the aisle last week.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations, Ben Wood.
He was supposed to be here today, but somehow he's on a honeymoon.
Well, we'll give him a pass.
Sure we will.
Congratulations. Meanwhile, Souder pours in a strike and evens the count at 1-1. Tying run third.
Yeah,
At the bottom of the second.
I can understand why he had a pretty good time doing this game last year.
Definitely a lot of fun. Here's a squibber off the end of the bat that falls in the right field. Good piece of hitting there by Edwards, just going where the pitch was. Goes with the pitch. It's an RBI single.
Now we're tied.
We are now tied. Leah Rudd comes to the plate.
Just a night. Just took that ball right where she gave it to him.
Just didn't try to pull it and do anything too tricky. Just hit it where it was pitched. Rudd takes a good hack.
That's close to being a foul ball, right?
It was just a little
It's
wide.
It's not that black pole. It's the white pole out there.
It's the white one.
Yeah.
Yes. Blends in with the white chalk down the line. So Rudd hammers that one foul. And she pulls it through the gap on the left side. And
boy, the South is hitting the ball pretty well here.
the South is going to have 6 hits. So a little conversation as they get the foul ball returned. And that is 4 hits in a row. Well, you only got 1 out. North looking for a double play. Sarah Rubel to the plate, number 12. Rubel from Connorsville. Looking to continue this rally. Pitch a little up and in. Kylie Edwards on second. Leah Rudd on first.
They're playing her deep.
There's a drive, right field. Caught, tagging up.
Look at
and
that
advancing.
throw. That's pretty impressive on a rope.
Both runners advance on the sac fly and gives Mackenzie Foster a chance with a single to add to that total. Mackenzie Foster committed to Syracuse. Staying as she's a Columbus East Olympian, so she must like that orange. There's a slap to shortstop, bobbled, and she's going to beat that out. And a run scores, so an RBI single by Foster.
And you see that a lot now. You know, we saw it in the Women's College World Series. That bobble is worth 3 steps. I mean, it's really tough to regroup. Once you've knocked that down, you might as well just hold the ball.
As she's even slapping, she's already getting down the line. Here's the steal. She's going to steal the base and the overthrow. Miscommunication there by the North. And Rudd comes in to score, make that now 4-2 as Foster goes all the way to third. So some aggressive coaching by Ron McDonald, the third base coach. And Gary Gentle from North Posey, the third base coach. There's a strike there, 2 outs. Shelby Hill from Union County High School. Up to bat for the South. Hard ground ball to the right side. And it's a 5-3 put out, and that'll do it for the South in the bottom of the inning. But they put 4 on the board, and we go after 2. The South leads 4-2.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At one point in my life, alcohol ruled supreme. It was not impossible for me to wake up just as drunk as before I went to sleep, and I use the term go to sleep loosely. I think on most nights it wasn't falling asleep, it was just passing out. There was no way I was getting out of it with my own willpower, so I decided to give Wheeler a try. And since my graduation from Wheeler's program, alcohol has not had any kind of hold on me whatsoever.
Welcome back to Andy Moore Field here in Bloomington, Indiana. Indiana University. It's the Softball Coaches Association of Indiana All-Star Game here on IndianaSRN. As we had an exciting second inning after both teams put up zeros in the first inning. We saw that the North put up 2 at the top of the second, and the South answered that with 4 of their own. As we head into the top of the third inning, the South leading 4-2. In the circle now for the South is number 9, Maddie Rutan. Rutan just coming off an RBI single there in the bottom of the second. Now toes the rubber in the circle and will be pitching here. Batting for the North will be Ellie Souter.
Leading off for the North in the top of the third inning from Leo High School, number 12, Ellie Souter.
Souter has pitched the first 2 innings for the North. Now it's her time to get in at bat. High foul ball out of play. Over behind us, and quickly Souter is down a strike as the North look to try to answer that big second inning of the South. Swing and a miss. And 0-2. Rutan now pitching from Columbus North is getting some rotation in there from the squad. The off-speed pitch pulls the string and a strikeout for Rutan, and there's one away. Tyra Markham now to bat from Goshen, wearing number 13.
I got summons. We're good.
More important things sometimes.
Yeah, sign autographs when needed.
Swing and a miss. How was the popcorn?
Before the game?
Yeah.
It was not bad. Not bad.
Not worthy of an award, though.
Not
quite?
Not
Not
in the top 5, no.
Ooh. There's a swing and a foul tip.
That award will go back in the fall. Will the Great Popcorn Award.
I'm excited to watch that journey and those reviews.
I'm telling you what, Mooresville came really close last year, but
ooh.
And the Great Cheeseburger Award, French Fry Award.
Fouled back.
Now, our producer just said cheeseburger, French fry, but I have you know I have cut back on my diet.
You look good, Coach.
Thank you.
You look good. He's on the seafood diet.
This is the most our producers talked to us all day. I don't know why. I'm glad. I thought he just woke up.
He's rolling with the punches.
He is. I know in between games there will be food for us.
Excited for
I'm
that.
looking forward to that.
1-2 the count.
Mrs. Myers came with me today to make sure I stay on my diet, I'm sure.
She has done a nice job.
Well, she's a good coach.
She is another coach, yes. There's a drive to center field. And can of corn.
I knew that was coming.
Yes. Can
Sean
of corn.
Crawl, wherever you are. Well, Sean's on his way back from Tennessee.
Can of corn. Fly out to deep center.
And duck snort. That was the tail of the tape last week.
I won't go duck snort.
Okay, good.
I won't do that. Leah May from Leo High School. Second Leo High School athlete to bat this inning. She'll be attending IWU, Indiana Wesleyan.
Up in Marion. Small crowd in the booth.
She's got a little support from IWU.
Little golf round of applause. Kind of neat. We have visitors in the press box.
Leah down 0-2. It's a fly ball.
That's
kind
tough.
of trouble
That's tough.
play.
Duck snort.
There it is. That is a duck snort.
Duck snort. As it falls in there, and she gets a single, the fourth hit.
Now all we need is a 4 to 6 to 3 to double play, and we're all set for Sean.
That one found the Bermuda Triangle. Just
Is that
no
right?
man's
Okay,
land.
gotcha.
Yeah, it's like that one. There we go.
No, that's Twilight Zone. Oh, she was off the bag early.
Haley Webb from Columbia City comes to the bat. 1 on, 2 out. Top of the third. South leading 4-2. Rutan delivers. Off-speed pitch. In there for a strike. Rutan's done a nice job when she's here in the circle this inning of really mixing up her pitches. Changing eye levels, changing location, changing speed. And foul tip.
Umpires was talking to us before the game, talking some fish stories. I always love to hear the umpires' fish stories during the season.
Fish. And inside corner, she get it?
Oh, no.
Boy, the accuracy of all these pitchers, the ones they miss.
They're close, right?
Close. It's hard to.
I mean,
to
Jerry
take
Collins.
a pitch.
Jerry Collins' strike zone would be a piece of cake tonight. Get it over the plate, it's a strike.
It would be, and I'm not against that, Jerry. There's a check swing foul. Staying alive. Good piece of batting there by Webb to borderline pitch. Get caught looking on that third strike.
They watered down this field early this morning. It is kept dry, pretty much.
There's a high fly ball, and easily taken in there by Maddie Rutan. We'll go to the bottom of the third. The South still up 4-2.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Kinsey Mollenkoff in the circle now for the North All-Stars as we reach the bottom of the third inning. Don't forget, between games, we'll have the Miss Softball and Coach of the Year award ceremony. We have from District 1, Abby Robakowski from New Prairie. District 2, Ellie Souter from Leo. District 3, Keithan Rothrock from Roncalli. From District 4, Maddie Rutan from Columbus North. From District 5, Aaron Hain from North Posey. So look forward to seeing who will be the 31st Indiana Miss Softball winner. McKenna Alexander to the plate. So drive down the line, and it's gone.
Wow.
That ball got out of here in a hurry. And just like that, Alexander from Frankton High School launches a laser over the fence in left. Coach, that didn't take long.
No, not at all. Watch this. This ball left yard quick. Look at the third base coach. She looks, okay, come on. That's pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive. Annie Wagner now from Bedford North Lawrence. Lawrence County just south of here at Bloomington. Annie Wagner going to Indiana State University, home of the trees. They've had a really good baseball year in the NCAA tournament this year. Softball program doing well as
you say the home of the trees?
Home of the trees. Sycamores.
Isn't that a plant?
No, it's a tree.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
Yeah. The sycamore trees. They have a big leaf.
Like Zacchaeus?
He was a wee little man.
Yeah. You know who he's related to, don't you?
I can't wait to hear.
Yeah.
Who?
Kyle, our camera guy.
Oh, Kyle. Foul ball away as Annie Wagner's.
Take a bow, Kyle.
Kyle ran in the station up at the top.
I will tell you, he's got the best seat in the house right now.
He does. He does. Off-speed pitch. Wagner takes it out to the outfield, and it falls for a single. Nice piece of hitting there on a 1-2 count by Anna Wagner. And, boy, this South team can really –
they can hit the ball.
They can hit the ball. Brooklyn Ballas from Castle High School going to attend Northern Kentucky. Hits a ball into the gap. And it'll fall. Ballas will round first. She will go into second as Wagner holds up at third. Brooklyn Ballas with a double.
I like it that they brought their helmets from their home team.
Yeah, I always liked that. I thought it was a cool little tradition. And when football players would bring their helmet decals.
And then everybody gets
share,
the decal, yeah.
Is up to bat now for the South All-Stars is Kylie Franks from Floyd Central.
That's not too far down.
She's going
down in New Albany.
She's going to go to Boilermaker country. She's
Yeah.
going to boiler up.
Kind of like that. I'll keep my eyes.
Head to Purdue. She's down 0-2.
Just remember where you are.
It's Kinsey Melankoff in the circle.
I have 3 Indiana alumni on the staff today. I'm in trouble.
Well, you just knew you knew we were in good. We knew our way around. This is blooper up the middle. It's going to fall, and that'll send 2 runs home. They cut off play at second, and they should get her.
Well, got obstruction. Got obstruction on the second base player, fielder. I do believe she made contact. Let's see if we get that. And now coach is coming out of the dugout and asking.
So the single up the middle, it was cut off nicely by the first baseman. Here we see the play coach.
The obstruction call was late. And they're gonna call it obstruction. So the second baseman going to field the ball must have intruded the baseline runner, which would be called obstruction.
So Franks is ruled safe at second base. Alexis Tucker from Gibson Southern will now bat for the South, and they are up 7-2. Quickly down 0-2. Mollenkoff gets ahead in the count. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third for the South. Comebacker to the Mollenkoff, and they get the first out. Quickly over to third. Snap throw, but back in time, and there's one away.
Boy, they got that there over there quickly, didn't they?
He did. Aaron Hain now batting. How about Aaron Hain in the state finals, Coach, for North Posey? Had 15 Ks in the circle and a walk-off home run, and hits one down the line. Just foul. Hain will be down 0-1.
She do that in the state championship game?
The state championship game. 15 strikeouts and hit a walk-off home run.
I think that would be pretty impressive.
North Posey finished the season 29-0.
You know how tough that is? You know how tough it is just to win one game, but winning 29 in a season?
It is incredible. And you can't let up.
Hit coach.
Got to pay attention in the dugout. Good job by Hain of staying on that off-speed pitch, keeping her weight back just enough to get a piece. 0-2. And outside. Mollenkoff was hoping she would get that, chase that pitch.
Sitting on the bucket.
And a strikeout.
Coach Lau would do that at Roncalli, sits on the bucket. He said he got a line drive once, fell off the bucket, and his players just started laughing at him. He said, "Hey, are you going to help me up?" Nope.
Hadley Parisian from North Davies. Now to bat. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 7-2, the South up on the North. 11 hits.
South seems like they've gone through their order once.
Pretty close. A high pop fly. Right fielder comes in and catches it. We won't say can of corn, but it's the third out as he squeezes the mitt. That'll do it for the third inning. Our score is 7-2. We'll come back for the top of the fourth on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Top of the fourth inning as the South All-Stars have taken the field. New pitcher is Anna Wagner from Bedford North Lawrence. Wagner, just that last inning, had an RBI or scored with a single, and she will be now pitching for the North, due up for the South rather, and for the North, due up for them will be Elliott Rawl, East Noble High School. As they try to crawl back into this game. This is game one of our All-Star activities. We'll go 7 innings, and between games we'll have some special ceremonies, whether it's Miss Softball and the District Coach of the Year as well.
From East Noble High School, number 16, Elliott Rao.
Elliott Rao steps into the right-handed batter's box, and away we go here in the top of the fourth.
If you like All-Star action, we have more All-Star game action tomorrow with baseball up in Lafayette, Indiana. The bat game, North versus South. They have been there all week long with the newcomer awards and 2 games today of regular aluminum baseball, but the bat game is a fun game to do. Looking forward to doing that. Game time's at 12 noon. I'm sure they call it a bat game because it's a wooden bat. All participants must hit the ball like we did when we were little with a wooden bat.
Well, what a neat game to be a part of for those athletes. This is 3-1 here from the batter, Elliott Rawl.
I know this isn't about me, but I was fortunate to do 5 wooden bat championships back in my day of umpiring.
Well, it's definitely a different feel and a different sound.
A lot of fun.
Gets the kids thinking about what it would be like in the next level as Wagner comes back after 3-1 to get the strikeout.
It's the Reynolds wrap game today.
The Reynolds wrap game, yes.
And then it's the Beaver game tomorrow, wooden bat. The Aspen Creek trivia question, you ready for that?
I'm ready.
When did the softball change from white to yellow? What year? Do you know?
I do not know.
You want to take a guess? You want me to give you a...
I'm going to say 1999.
No. I'll give you the answer next half inning.
Low in the dirt there.
But you're close. You're a lot closer than Mr. Collins.
Well, I tried to think back when my daughter played. It's Gianna Camacho from Mishawaka High School.
The price is right. Yeah, why does the umpires take so long to call a strike? Just yell it out.
Just punch it.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Camacho. Wagner delivers an off-speed pitch, pulls the string, and then the second strikeout.
Do you watch any of the College World Series?
I watched a little bit, as much as I can. Yeah.
You want to watch the baseball game?
The baseball game.
Who's going to win that thing?
Boy, I don't know. LSU's good. Tennessee's good. Florida's good. There's a shot by Kylie Hinton into the gap. She'll take a wide turn. Good job by defense there from the South to get that ball in and hold her to a single. But Kylie Hinton, the Austin P recruit.
I'm still waiting for Indiana State to make a run.
Well, they had a run.
They did.
That was nice of Texas Christian University, though, to help out with at least donate some of the money to Special Olympics, because that was happening in Terre Haute.
Yes.
Indiana State was playing Texas Christian in the College World Series. They could not host because of other commitments. Off-speed pitch, off the end of the bat, and it's going to be a single as she's safe.
Wow, that's it right there. It tells you that you never give up on the ball.
Lauren Duncan from North Miami hustling down the line, gets a single. Now Grace McLean from Eastside High School will get a chance to try to put a dent in that deficit. She takes high for ball 1. Runner on first and second. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1-1. McLean going to go to Rock Valley College to continue her athletic and academic career. Good stop by the catcher there. Runners can't advance. And that pitch in the dirt. 2-1. Fouled away. Like the aggressiveness by both teams and coaches trying to win this game. Wagner pitching for the South as she winds up and delivers. And another foul back. Wind just barely blowing in from left field here today, and as the day progresses, off-speed pitch too high, and it's going to be a full count. 3-2 with 2 outs. Runners will be moving on the pitch. And Wagner's delivery.
Oh.
A swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that ends the top of the 4th. We'll have the South coming up in just a few moments.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Kinsey Mollenkoff still in the circle for the North All-Stars as bottom of the 4th inning. 7-2, the South on top. Batting for the South is Kylie Corder from Lagodi High School. I say Lagodi High School, what's the first thing you think of?
Mr. Butcher, Steve Butcher.
Basketball's royalty. Nice bunt down the third base line. She beats it out. Corder using her speed. He's down a soft bunt down the first base line. And starts the bottom of the 4th. Runner on base, and then brings up Keegan Rothrock. Rothrock grounded out to the pitcher in her first at bat, which was about 3 days ago, it seems like.
She probably thought that. She probably thinks that. Been 25 minutes.
It's been a minute since she's been back at the plate. She started the game pitching. Struck out the first 3 batters.
When did the softball change from white to yellow?
All right, I said 1999, and you said I was wrong.
Jerry, you said?
Producer Jerry said.
Jerry says 92. You ready for this?
I'm ready. As Rothrock sends a rocket to the right center, and it's gone. Keegan Rothrock, a home run. What can she not do? She sends a deep drive over the right center field wall and has 2 RBIs and a home run, and now it's jumped up to a 9-2 lead for the South.
Does the batting helmet say Duke?
It does. At least I thought it did. Dukes? That's probably a
softball team.
Probably a travel ball.
That was a shot.
It didn't even look like she had a full swing.
1997.
97. I was close. 99. Fouled it out away, Sydney Peck from Zionsville. She had a single her first at bat.
Look at the crowd.
Good crowd.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Pitch outside. Mollenkoff still
got the corner
in the circle. Series of left-handed batters now coming up for the South. As Peck again singled her first time up, wearing number 3. The high socks. I always like the high socks. The stirrups. Strikeout there. for Peck. And there's one away.
I'd take any uniform if it's an all-star uniform. I would take.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good comment. Alex Cooper.
Alice?
Alex? Alex. Mooresville Pioneer. It's going to be an Indiana Hoosier. She's got a little IU sticker on her Pioneer helmet there. Line shot up the middle for Cooper. One away, single, now brings up Lila Blackwell, who also singled her first at bat. Blackwell going to Virginia Tech, the Hokies. As Cooper advances on that pitch, stolen base.
You see all these scholarships out here. What a contribute to their parents and to the student athlete itself. I mean, it's hard work.
And anymore, it's a year-round commitment.
Yep.
And you have all these girls will have private coaches, hitting coaches, pitching coaches.
The interesting thing, too, though, is during their high school year, they're probably playing two sports. They're not just playing one sport. They're probably playing softball, volleyball. And these small schools, these 1A schools, you played in a small school. You had to play three sports.
Your 1 and 2A schools, in my time when I was at Hauser High School coaching and teaching, if you wanted all your teams to be good, your best athletes pretty much had to play every sport. And I'm amazed with these slap hitters how that ball's coming in at 50, 60 miles an hour. And I think it's hard to hit standing still, let alone running at it. They just keep that bat in the zone and just try to make contact. Blackwell slaps it down the line. It's about 3 foul balls in a row there for it. The count's 0-2, 1 out. Kinsey Mollenkoff in the circle for the North. And what do we got there? Running to, she leave too early?
She's out of base. She's outside the box when the ball hit her.
Well, outside the box, and results in a second out. 2 away, and Peyton Fox.
Ooh, got that inside corner there.
Fox grounded out to the second baseman to end the first inning. And quickly down 0-2.
And right there, you saw our angle of the ball hitting her, and this is a great shot for balls and strikes here.
Fouled down the right field line.
Sticks took the day off. Did you notice that?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
He was looking kind of lean the last time I saw him.
Inside, didn't get that pitch. 9-2, the South on top. Bottom of the fourth, 2 outs. Runner on second base. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That'll do it for inning number 4. Come back. The North get a chance to cut into this lead on IndianaSRN.
Bertner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
The Softball Coaches Association of Indiana All-Star Game featuring athletes from 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A here at Andy Moore Field on the campus of Indiana University. This broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the express written permission of the Softball Coaches Association of Indiana is prohibited.
IndianaSRN brings high school football for you. First game of the year, August the 18th.
It won't be long, just around the corner.
Our Aspen Creek show on August the 14th. Check that, August the 10th. Sorry about that.
Macy Cohen now up for the North from Eastern Greentown High School. And quickly there's one away.
As we'll be talking to Central Indiana and Northern Indiana coaches about their upcoming seasons.
Dea Green beats out the throw.
Boy, she's quick.
Boy, she was. She got down the line in a hurry and a bang-bang play. Got down the line and able to leg out that infield hit. And that'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. Abby Robakowski from New Prairie, attending Indiana State.
Trees.
The Trees.
Got it.
That was one of the cool things was with the baseball team with the national anthem.
Oh, get
down
down
the line, and it should be fair. And coach will hold up Green at second, but a shot down the line by Robakowski.
Green wanted to go home. He held the stop sign up quick, didn't he?
He did. She had a good jump off of first base. It was just hit so hard, the defense was able to get that ball in fairly quickly. But one out, now you got runners in scoring position. Here's a ground ball chopped to third. And the throw is wide. There's Lorenz.
Hey, look at here.
It's an RBI. This Green scores. It's now a 9-3 game. And Emily Phillips from Crown Point with the same scenario. Runners now scoring position at second and third, one out. Foul tip. Pitching now also for the South is Brooklyn Bayless. Brooklyn Bayless. In the circle delivers, off speed, upstairs.
I may be mistaken, but my score sheet says 2. I must have missed something. Oh, she called her safe at first base.
There's a shot in the gap in right center. That'll score one. And coming around to score from second is Lorenz, and the North getting some run production. That's an RBI, an RBI single by Phillips. Now Mia Riviera tries to continue. Only one away. Let's see if Coach Hicks decides to put the runners in motion. He did that earlier with a little hit and run. He got some offense going in the top of the second. 3 runs here in this 5th inning. It's now 9-5. Bayless tried to get that lower outside corner. 2-1 the count. And that's a strike, evens it up at 2-2. Highland High School. She slaps it to short, and no play as she just hustles down the line.
Ball pops out of that glove. I'm telling you, ball pops out of the glove. And it's a tough, tough throw. Coach got them standing up in the dugout. You can see them over here on our side. They're standing against the netting. They haven't lost hope, have they? It's pretty cool.
Still some fight in that North squad. As now the bat is Paley Kripe. She popped out to the catcher in her first at bat. Pitch is inside.
Corey Kripe, the coach at Logan Sport High School, home of the Berries.
The Berries. It's got to be one of the more unusual mascot names as it's fouled off down the third base line. We've got some good unique ones in the state of Indiana.
Mustangs, Edgewood.
Edgewood Mustangs. Oh, well, they're legendary.
Seeger Patriots.
Frankfurt Hot Dogs.
The Zebras up in Rochester.
The Vincennes Alice's.
Rochester is great. First time I ever refereed there, the fan club, their booster, all wearing black and white stripes.
For the Zebras.
Zebras.
Just caught the outside corner, and a great pitch there by Bayless.
Now there's 2 outs.
Now there's 2 outs. Runner at first and second for Maggie Robbins, who singled and scored in her first time at the plate. All 3 of these runs this inning. So, fastball down low. Runs the count to 2-0. McCutcheon High School is where Robbins graduated from. Bayless pours in a strike, 2-1. Bottom of the 5th inning.
A lot of talent in the state of Indiana, isn't there?
A lot of talent. Upstairs, 3-1. A lot of good athletes. Versatility to softball. Like we said, the specialization of hitting coaches, pitching coaches, year-round, travel baseball. It was an interesting conversation we had with the coaches before the game about travel baseball and softball and how it impacts their student athletes and the role that, they can't do anything whenever in season as a squibber. Now caught in a run down there on the pickle. Rounded the base, a nice play, heads-up play by the shortstop, and tagged out at third. That'll do it for the top of the 5th inning, but the North put 3 on the board. The South coming up here on IndianaSRN.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Take a look here at We had Indy Moore Field, how the inning ended. We rounded third base and the ground ball and got caught in the pickle and tagged in the rally of the North as they got 3 runs in that inning to cut the lead to 9-5. Now pitching is Lauren Duncan for the North. She's in the circle, and batting for the South is number 7, Morgan Cooksey. Cooksey from Seeger Memorial High School struck out her first at-bat. Duncan from North Miami with the delivery. Cooksey lines one up the middle. And it's 5-1 on the putout. One away in the bottom of the 5th. Emma Williams from North Putnam High School doubled and scored earlier in the game. Foul tip. Some of the coaches nominated for Coach of the Year. District 1 is Derek Hicks from New Prairie. District 2 is Pete Eckert from Huntington North. District 3 is Harley Cinders from Avon. District 4 is Ron McDonald from Columbus North. And District 5, Gary Gentle from North Posey.
We'll know that in between games.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Emma Williams. Off-speed pitch. Keeps her weight back. Fouls that down the third base line. We'll do it again. Got to think some of the fans might be looking for some shade at some
in between
point,
games.
Coach.
Yep.
The girl in the third base dugout, though, she's been dedicated.
Been loyal.
She has.
Yeah.
She's checked in.
Taking the heat. Oh, nice pitch. Oh, he called out a ball. Okay.
2-2.
I think our producer's been calling a lot of balls and strikes. He's called a lot more strikes than he's called balls.
That one's upstairs. Full count. Duncan's delivery. Lined up the middle, got a glove on it. Play it short and out at first. Nice job by the shortstop. Play was hanging on with that play.
1-6-3.
Routine.
Yeah.
Routine. It's a nice play by number 6. Haley Kripe with that. Play at shortstop. And Maddie Rutan. RBI single. Her first at bat. 2 away. Be a big out. This would be the first scoreless inning for the North defense since the first inning. So Duncan trying to get that accomplished.
Go back and get some hits.
Here's a shot. Right field.
Deep.
And just in front of the warning track is put away. So a fly out by Rutan, and that'll end the 5th. We'll come back to the 6th. The North trying to crawl back in it.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Welcome back to Andy Moore Field. The North-South All-Star softball game. Game 1. South ahead 9-5 as we're in the top of the 6th inning. Pitching for the South now is number 19, Alexis Tucker. Tucker from Gibson Southern. It's a chance for her first chance to be in the circle. Kylie Dugan comes up to bat. Kylie's going to go to Purdue Northwest to continue her academic and athletic career. She had an RBI earlier in the first game. And she takes a ball thrown away. Very hot day as we progress here in Bloomington. Not a whole lot of clouds in the sky.
No, a little warm day.
A little warm day. 2-0 the count for Dugan.
I'm glad they play them at 10 and noon, though. That 2 o'clock start could be a little heated.
Could be. Need to continue to hydrate. Dugan 3-0. As the green light, here's the delivery. And that's outside. She'll take the base on balls. Kinsey Melankoff will bat. Kinsey singled her first time up.
I want to thank the Softball Coaches Association Executive Committee. Kate Todd is the Executive Director. Brian Pinsunt is the Assistant Director. President Alicia Coleman and Registration Agent David Laut.
Meanwhile, a smash down the line. And a single by Molenkoff. Now you got runners at first and second with nobody out. Emma Goodman. Who has an RBI earlier. It's a ball one. It's inside, 2-0, hitters count. See if she can find a ball to drive into a gap, maybe get both these runners home. Grounds it to the right side. They go to the first base for the sure out. But the runners advance to third and second on that sacrifice.
60 feet away from home plate.
And Desiree Hall comes to bat. Tucker gets a strike. Here comes her next pitch. There's a fly ball. Camping underneath its right fielder. The play at the plate. And a nice slide by Dugan. And the sacrifice RBI as Dugan scores. And Molenkoff heads to third. Give Hall an RBI sacrifice fly.
Look at this throw. Nice throw. Though if you're the on-deck batter, you probably would want to get the bat a little bit out of the way.
That could hurt. Ellie Souter. Now the bat. The North continuing to cut in this lead, which was once a 9-2 lead, is now 9-6. South, or the North rather, gaining some momentum. 2 outs, however, runner on third. And Tucker got an 0-2 count. She winds and delivers. Foul ball, staying alive is Souter.
sometimes you just do things just to have fun.
You do. Souter chokes up on the bat, hits a towering fly ball down the right field line, and it's caught for the third out. And that'll do it for the top of the sixth, but add another run. The deficit's now 3. Let's see if the South can respond in the bottom of the sixth when we return on Indiana.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. Relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Come back to Bloomington, Indiana, as we've lost cameras for just a brief moment, but we'll tell you that Grace McLean is in the circle and batting for the South here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Is Kylie Edwards.
Boy, that's a pretty pitch.
Was a
painted right outside the corner.
Excuse me, Lauren Duncan still pitching for the North. Edwards from Shelbyville High School fouls that one back. Count 1-2. (9-6). You feel safe, but some insurance would.
Yeah, I would like to have a couple.
There's a shot over the shortstop's head, and that'll fall in there for Edwards. Her second single of the game. And Aglaya Rudd from New Pal will now come to the plate. Singled and scored in her first at-bat. And the pitch gets by the catcher, and Edwards scampers to second. Big turn. Lauren Duncan still pitching. 1 on, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. Off-speed pitch, pulled foul.
Got to get in front of the ball, Coach. I don't think Harley wants to do anything that would damage those hands, right?
I think, yeah. Harley made a business decision. 1-1. There's a line shot right up the middle. And Harley will send the play at the plate and gets past the catcher. Edwards scores. And give an RBI to Rudd. Sarah Rubel comes in. She had a sacrifice her first time.
Brings the score to 10-6.
Lauren Duncan still in the circle. 10-6, the South on top. Off-speed pitch fouled away. Harley Senders, the Avon coach, the head coach of the coaching staff of the South team, sending that Edwards on there in that last play. Line down the third base line, just wide of the bag. That's foul. Maybe 0-2 on Rubel.
I got a feeling somebody just came to give you a shirt.
The legend himself, Mr. Hammett. Foul ball.
Did he not know I was coming?
Well, maybe this is for you.
I doubt it. It's a triple XL. I'll skin down, man.
You have. One run here in the bottom of the 6th.
I forgot you were in the Hall of Fame.
Keeps her bat in the zone, gets it through the middle. Throw home as Rubble takes second on the throw, and now you have runners at second and third. As Red advances all the way from first to third. And we have runners on second and third, and joining us now, the head softball coach of the Edgewood Mustangs, the one and only Mr. Mick Hammett. Coach Hammett, welcome.
Well, thanks for calling me the other night and having me come up. It's always great to see you, your brother, the old guys from back when I was a medium-aged teacher.
Well, it was definitely great to talk to you, Coach Hammett, one of the all-time leaders in coaching wins. He's in the top 10. He's moved up. I got him at 457 wins. Coach, another great season for your Edgewood Mustangs.
It was. We stubbed our toe last year a little bit in the sectional, and so the girls were hungry, and we came out, 22-8. Of our 8 losses, 7 of them were to teams that won 20 or more games.
And they cheated.
No doubt.
They cheated.
And, ooh.
Little slap over the left fielder. Back, what a great catch. Tagging and scoring is Rudd. A sacrifice fly in the first out of the top of the 7th inning. Or bottom of the 6th inning, rather. Shelby Hill to the plate from Union County. So, Coach Hammett, how far did what happened in regionals?
Well,
sacrifice fly.
We ran into Tri-West, and they got that girl that's committed to Oklahoma, and
I hear that's a pretty good program.
That's a very good program. I mean, we've run into them a few times there. In 2012, we beat them when we went to the state championship game, and
if memory serves me, Tri-West used to be in the conference.
They were. I can remember my very first game there. Don Doral was their coach, and we won 3-2, mainly because my first year. That's a nice hit ball, got by the right fielder for a stand-up double and scoring another run.
Shelby Hill with a double and an RBI. Look at, he can do it all. He can do it all.
Yeah.
I mean, he was an algebra teacher, athletic director. He threw batting practice sometimes for us from the baseball team. Oh, he can do it all. I mean, this is Mick Hammett. Doing some announcing as an RBI double.
Ooh. Check swing foul there.
Check swing foul. But yeah, the Tri-West got all the way to state before losing to New Prairie.
I was rooting for him. I was, totally rooting for him. I mean, our first 6 batters struck out against her, and then after that we figured it out, and we hit the ball pretty well. We got 2 doubles and a couple singles. We had an error. Had second and third twice, but just couldn't get that key hit to get people in. But, it was a good year. As I said, of our 8 losses, 7 of them had 20 wins. The other team had 18 wins and won their conference. So we didn't get beat by any chumps. We held our own.
Well, that's a tribute to you, because we just talked about how it's hard. One of these teams went 29-0 to win North Posey, to win their state. Just to be up for every game and to have everything go your way, or when the chips were down, to still come out with a win. You got to tip your cap. That's a tribute to coaching staffs and a tribute to the culture built within each of these programs.
Yeah, well, we've got a lot of girls that do travel, and we were fortunate twice. One game we were down 2 runs with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, and that's a long hit ball. That's out of here.
Gone! A home run by Anna Wagner from B&L. Sends it over the left field wall. And what a response by the South here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 3rd home run from the South.
Yeah, she hit one against us. I was kidding.
So you've seen that one before.
Oh, yeah. They got this superstar girl down there, and she hit one that our girl caught right on the fence. And I was kidding Brad, because we're good friends. Their coach, and I said, because I knew she'd already had 18 home runs when we played them, I said, does she just have warning track power? And then this girl comes up and hits one 20 feet over the fence. And, yeah.
Did you guys end up beating Bedford?
No. We got beat 7-4. Next time that girl come up that I was teasing about warning track power, hit one about 50 feet over the fence. And, I mean, she's just a freshman, and probably one of the best players in the state right now as a freshman.
How important, Nick, is pitching in terms of getting that one dominant pitcher within a program?
If you got that dominant pitcher, you're in great shape. I mean, a lot of times you can find a way to scratch a run or two across, and we've had the dominant pitchers, Audrey Ernst and Mariah Gilley, Ashley Miller, when we had that stretch of 9 straight sectional titles and went to the state the one year. But pitching can keep you right there. I mean, we had about a 5-year stretch where we never gave up more than 4 runs, and that was to like Boonville in the regional finals and stuff like that. So pitching is all the difference in the world.
It can definitely carry you, can't it?
It can definitely carry you.
Now, but you've got 457 wins. So what's your philosophy when you're? I'm sure you faced a ton of great pitchers in your great career as a head coach at Edgewood High School. We're talking to Coach Mick Hammett as the South is ahead now by a score of 15-6 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. What's a philosophy or strategy when you're facing an ace and someone that's
well, you can't do anything unless you get the bat on the ball. And if they're a fireballer, I tell the girls, I said, they're going to generate your power. Right. You got to make sure that you get the bat on the ball. And then a lot of these girls anymore, and even my philosophy a lot, hit that outside corner. Mm-hmm. And we work on that with our players all the time. I mean, the sectional game where we played Northview, we had the Maddie Bland, her first time up, we got the runner on ahead of her, and she tattooed an outside pitch off the fence in right center field, and 2 innings later she hit it out. So, I mean, she accounted for 4 runs against the team that I know that they had planned to win the sectional, but we were fortunate to beat them 5-0.
2 away here now, as going up the bat is Erin Hain from North Posey. Speaking of her, Coach Hammett, she had a 15 strikeout walk-off home run performance in the state championship game.
Well,
that's getting it done.
Yeah, that's getting it done. Now, if I'm not mistaken, last night at the banquet she said that she maybe hit a grand slam homer and had a perfect game in a regional or a semi-state game. But I that might have been somebody else. So, you got a lot of very quality girls out here, very, very good players, very good ladies.
Well, and that was I know last night for the All-Star festivities you hosted, and certainly Kate Ty, the director, talked to her a little bit today. She was, and all the coaches, when we were before the game talking with them on the field, they were thrilled to be a part of being able to come to the banquet last night, and you being the hostess with the mostest.
Yeah, well, I think when they first came here, I don't want to sound like I'm saying anything negative, but I think the cost to use an IU facility was pretty heavy. And so, I think they asked one of the other schools here locally first, and then Kate knew me, and I said, we can do it. And it ended up at that first year, it was kind of crazy. It was raining on the practice day on Friday, and we got a pretty good setup to practice indoors, where we go up on that balcony behind the old wooden bleachers, if you remember, and have some nets and everything. So we let them run a full practice there. They use the gym floor, full infield and everything, and they kind of fell in love with us, and I don't mind helping out.
Well, I know they were tickled to be a part of it, and now it's kind of become a tradition. It's a foul ball here from Erin Hain. 3-2, 2 outs.
I know she was. They were concerned. They said, "Now that you're not going to be the AD there next year, what's going to happen?" I said, "Well, where'd you grow up at?" She goes, "North Vernon, Jennings County." I said, "Who'd you babysit for all the time?" Well, Jerry Bland was the football coach there before he came out at our place, and she babysat his kids, and so he's going to be the new AD. So I said, "I don't think you're going to have a problem." And I said, if you keep giving that little donation to the girls softball team, I'll come in and set it all up. So I said, I'm sure you'll be able to continue.
Full count walk. Now bases loaded, 2 outs, and Haley Parisian comes to the plate. She flied out to right field, her first at bat.
This home plate umpire probably called some fouls on you in basketball.
Did he? Well,
Danny Shields. I don't know if you remember him.
He does. I never fouled, Nick. That's the problem.
That's true.
Or maybe once or twice.
I think of the defense.
I was lightning fast.
Offense, you were just kind of the foreman. Stop at the top, shoot that 3, and then scoot back a little bit and wait for the rest of them to get back there.
Yep.
Now, I remember like yesterday, and you going baseline on that Cruz kid from Terre Haute, and
that ball's cruised into the gap. That's going to clear the bases. No, they'll hold a runner up at third. A double, scoring 2, and a big number here for the South in the bottom of the 6th.
Looks like more of a slow pitch softball game than a fast pitch softball game. You don't expect this quite a bit.
We were kind of talking. Usually the pitching and defense kind of trumps your hitting, but boy, this South All-Star team is loaded with Michigan, Florida, Indiana, Virginia Tech, Indiana State, Purdue. I mean, just one after the other. Penn State, Butler, or Mississippi State rather. I mean, it's pretty impressive. We also started to talk a little bit during the broadcast about just all these individual coaches that a lot of these athletes have, whether it's a hitting coach or fielding coach or pitching coach.
Yeah, all the way down to a trainer. I mean, they go and they're pumping iron and doing all this agility things, and I mean, it's an investment. My wife kept hitting me last night at the banquet because they were all talking about thanks for pushing me and everything. And our kids need a break here.
That'll be the end of the inning. We'll come back to the top of the 7th and see if the North, what they can pull out.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Andy Moore Field, an 8 spot in the bottom of the 6. We talked about trying to get maybe some insurance runs. I don't think 8 was what I had in mind, but a big inning for the South, including a 3-run homer. And the North will have a chance. Got to get some runners on base and just take it 1 run at a time, 1 batter at a time. But the South leads 17-6 as we've reached the top of the 7th. Here at IndianaSRN. Joining us is the athletic director and coach, or I guess I should say former retired athletic director, Coach Mick Hammett from Edgewood High School, who has helped host the festivities last night, the banquet. Now, is here enjoying the softball game. As up to bat is Tyra Markham from Goshen High School. She fouled that off. But, you know, Mick, we were talking before break about just the kind of the dedication level that these athletes have to have. And for a time, I was a teacher and a coach at Hauser. Do you find it at Edgewood kind of being a 3A school, kind of in the middle of the road, not too big but not too small? I know at Hauser, at a 1A school, most of our athletes, if we wanted to be good at everything, they had to play every sport.
You've got to have that stud hitting them all for you.
Right. Now, do you find that as much at Edgewood where that has to happen, or do you feel like?
For us to have real good success, we need them. We need them playing all. And unfortunately, some of them think they're going to make it to D1 in basketball or something, and, you know, they put all their eggs there, and, you know, I hate to tell them, they might be a Franklin maybe, but they're not going to play at IU or Purdue. They just don't get the understanding of that sometimes. But yeah, we encourage them to play across the board. We get a lot of them that are 2-sporters, but just a few that are 3, and usually they're the better ball players. And I think using different muscles throughout and everything, it keeps them stronger overall and fresher through the year. We get a strikeout there for the first out.
Heron Hain with in the circle gets the strikeout. And now the bat will be Leah May from Leo High School. 1 out. She bunts it down the first base line. Nice job of covering by Kylie Edwards, covering position. 2 outs. Just like that, 1 out away from a South victory. Well, Coach Hammett, we appreciate you coming up to the booth and visiting. Always a pleasure to be amongst and chat with one of my favorite teachers of all time at Edgewood High School. Certainly, yeah, great shirt, good looking stuff. Certainly appreciate everything you've done for the community and for the program, and we can't thank you enough in Monroe County for all that you've done. And we have our 30-year high school reunion tonight. So
tonight?
Yes,
cool.
Yes. So I'll be able to let them all know that I saw the living
Where's
legend.
it at?
I believe it's at Switch Yard.
The Switch Yard, okay.
Switch Yard. So
I'll see what's happening. I may call Chance and see
come on out.
if I can drag him out.
Yeah.
Probably not. He usually gets holed up in his cave at home and just stays there.
Well, they would love to see everybody, and everybody would love to give you a hug and see how things are going and reminisce about the good old days. But we appreciate you coming out. The Softball Coaches Association All-Star Game. Haney's delivering some heat. 2-2. Deuces wild. 2 out. Down to the last strike is the North. Off-speed pitch. And that'll do it. A strikeout And that's the ball game for our first game. The South beats the North by a score of 17-6. We will come back and take a look at the game recap and get ready for some awards for Miss Softball and Coach of the Year. It's IndianaSRN.
We have our umpires.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At one point in my life, alcohol ruled supreme. It was not impossible for me to wake up just as drunk as before I went to sleep, and I use the term go to sleep loosely. I think on most nights it wasn't falling asleep, it was just passing out. There was no way I was getting out of it with my own willpower, so I decided to give Wheeler a try. And since my graduation from Wheeler's program, alcohol has not had any kind of hold on me whatsoever.
Final of game one, the South beats the North 17-6. The North had 6 runs on 10 hits, while the South had 17 runs on 22 hits.
Mr. Mike Morrell, Mr. Danny Shields.
As Mike Morrell and Danny Shields, the umpires for this afternoon's games, being joined.
Thank you for being here.
Appreciate their dedication.
That Mike Morrell, he's the head with the IHSAA. He's their #1 guy for softball officials.
Here are 5 district coaches of the year.
From District 1, New Prairie High School, Derek Hicks. District 2, from Huntington North High School, Pete Eckert. From District 3, from Avon High School, Harley Senders. District 4, from Columbus North High School, Ron McDonald. From District 5, North Posey High School, Gary Gentile. The Coach of the Year, selected by the Softball Coaches Association of Indiana. For 2023, from North Posey High School, Jerry Gentile.
Softball Coach of the Year, Jerry Gentile from North Posey, District 5, has earned that award. Congratulations to Coach. We won the 2A state champion.
Softball candidates, come on out.
Now they'll do the ceremony for the Miss
From
Softball.
District 1 and New Prairie High School, Abby Robakowski. From District 2 and Leo High School, Ellie Souter. From District 3 and Roncalli High School, Keegan Rothrock. District 4, from Columbus North High School, Maddie Brutan. From District 5, in North Posey High School, Aaron Haynes. Selected by the Softball Coaches Association of Indiana, the 2023 Miss Softball. From Roncalli High School, Keegan Rothrock.
And the 31st Indiana Miss Softball from Roncalli High School is Keegan Rothrock. Congratulations to her. We'll take a 30-minute break, so log back in 30 minutes, and we'll be ready to give you Game 2 of the Softball Coaches Association of Indiana All-Star Game. You're watching this only on Indiana SRN.